Hey guys, it's Andrew with Because Football. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to tell you the story of when Lionel Messi came to my hometown and left his mark on our area's soccer history and culture. This is one of the coolest experiences I had in football, especially in my hometown of Philadelphia, and obviously through most of my life. Who has been the most dominant player in the world, someone whose name everyone knows, Lionel Messi. I've watched him from afar, on TV, on YouTube, and just been able to see his greatness, his skill, and his genius from a distance. At the same time, I've been watching my hometown club, the Philadelphia Union, grow and become one of the best teams in the MLS in Major League Soccer. Philadelphia has always been a hotbed of football and culture, going back way back in the day to Bethlehem Steel, to all the different ethnic clubs that have formed teams like the Ukrainian Nationals who have won US Open Cups. We have a lot of history, a lot of players have come from this area, and I've been really fortunate to grow up within this football culture. So you can imagine how shocked I was, so absolutely flabbergasted, amazed, and thankful when the news was announced that Messi was coming to MLS, to Miami, to the United States. Everyone was talking about it, even people who in my neighborhood, in my town, in my family, who knew nothing about soccer. But the key moment, as I'm watching this from afar, watching his initial games with the team, was the moment when Inter Miami was drawn against Philadelphia in the League's Cup semifinal in my backyard in Philadelphia.
Not often you get to see such a legend in town, you know.
Messi Mania comes to Philadelphia, starts going crazy. I'm texting my friends, hey, are you going? Do you want to go? No one could figure out what was going on. It was just happening in a blur and it was crazy, but I knew one thing, I needed to get a ticket. That was the tricky part. So a lot of them sold out right away. Then once they actually hit the ticket resellers, there was such insane demand. Like I'm in my car trying to get a ticket and I'm picking it and I'm thinking, okay, great, I got my tickets, awesome. I'm even getting emails that like, oh, your order's pending. And then you get to the checkout screen and it says your tickets are not available. Like it was literally impossible. Not only was the demand so high and so difficult, it was extremely expensive, especially on these ticket resellers. Like, yeah, the price was going up $400 plus per ticket, but then you were having to pay up to $100 or more in fees on top of that, no matter what it cost. I was in a position I had to get a ticket for this, but I couldn't get a ticket. I thought all was lost, pretty much given up on tickets. And I kept looking around and I ended up finding someone, a Union fan. It was Reddit or Facebook. I honestly can't remember. Instagram maybe. I remember like just on Instagram, on the club's posts, like looking for tickets, blah, blah, blah. And so a guy messaged me and said, hey, I've got tickets in the Sons of Ben, which is the main fan section. Like, do you want them? And now I'm faced with an issue of like, yes, I want these tickets. This is just some guy. He could be a fake person. He could be a real person, but just like trying to scam me. My need, my passion, my desire to see Messi play in Philadelphia, like landmark moment in the history of football in my life and in the city. So I decided I'm going to go for it. Incredible. I'm looking at the tickets online. I'm like, okay, we're going to this game. Before heading down to the game, I made sure to check my Futbology app. I want to thank Futbology not only for helping me get there on time and in the right place, but also for sponsoring this video. If you haven't heard about Futbology before and you're a passionate soccer fan in the United States, check this out. This is an amazing app for any soccer fan. You can see my profile, you can see all the matches I've been to. It's a great way to keep track of your whole football fandom history. I mean, honestly, there's over 100,000 stadiums in the database, more than 1,500 tournaments worldwide, including 40 in the US. Plus, there's an awesome badge system so you can get it for all different competitions you've been to. Like for me this year was Copa America, Sudamericana. Although the app's free to use, there is a premium upgrade. It's got a really cool feature where you can find nearby matches. So this is great whether you're at home and you just want to explore a new area of football culture in your community, or honestly you just need to keep up to date on your own team. You can see what games are nearby. These guys cover all over the world at so many different levels. You're bound to find something. Not only do they have the games, but they even have the directions. I've been using this app for months and I love it, and I really recommend you guys go into the description real quick and download it. Give it a shot. Make sure you check in at your next local match, or if you happen to be traveling right now, see if you can find some local footy to get stuck into. I wanted to soak in every single moment of this. I think I went like 4 hours before the game. The parking lot was not empty when I got there. There were a few hundred cars there. It steadily immediately started filling up. People playing football in the parking lot, people at the different entertainment areas around the stadium like Union Yards having food. And obviously the really cool thing about Messi is that he is an icon for everyone. He is a hero to everyone, no matter your country, your culture, your language, your religion. Like, everybody loves Messi. On the unfortunate side, there are way more Messi fans. You know, I wouldn't even call them Miami fans, I would call them Messi fans. Way more Messi fans than Philadelphia fans there. Obviously, I love Messi, but I still want to beat him. Like, I want my team to beat him. I want him to score a few goals, but I want us to win.
I respect him fully, and I will continue, but I plan to boo him louder than ever before, and then go back to respecting him after we beat him.
And then finally, the moment was there. Gates opened up to go into the stadium. I got in there early. I wanted to see the warm-ups. Like, I think it's such a special part of the match when you can see those players. You get to see the skill, the technique. And so one of the people who went with me, one of my players that I train, this 13-year-old Messi fan, he actually was near the tunnel before the warm-ups, and he yelled to Messi as he was walking out, and Messi actually did turn and gave him a thumbs up. You can see that photo, like, looking directly at the kid, which was pretty awesome that he got to have that experience. There were definitely a lot of boos ringing down on Messi and the Inter squad as they warmed up. Before we knew it, it was time for kickoff for the game. And like I said, the Union are a strong team and have been for a while, and they build their identity on their defense and their work rate. And it was like we blinked and it was a goal for Miami. Joseph Martinez scored in like the 3rd minute. A few minutes later, Messi himself scored with a long distance shot. I think it was like the 2nd or 3rd longest shot of his career. He fed Jordi Alba, and Jordi Alba was through on a breakaway and scored. So it's like, it's whiplash. The Union are down 3-0 at the half. Like, they look shell-shocked. They look starstruck. The fans of the Union, the few of them, the minority of them that they were compared to Messi fans in the stadium, we're pretty shocked. I think the one positive for the Union from the whole day is that we got an absolutely beautiful sunset at halftime, so we got that at least. Second half, the Union turned it around a little bit. One good chance you can see here from Gazdag, he sails it over the bar. Eventually scored. Miami scores one late, and it's 4-1. I mean, it's a testament to Messi. Not only you can see the smiles he was playing with, the way he was leading the team, but like 3 months before, I had seen the Union play Inter Miami in that same stadium. The Union walked all over them 4-1. Like, it wasn't even a game, but this was pre-Messi Miami. It was still incredible to see Messi play, mostly walking around. You know, he spends about 88 minutes walking, and then for those 2 minutes, he makes a game-changing actions. Like, he's just unbelievable. So the disappointing thing at the end of the game was that a lot of us fans, we were staying around just to be able to see him walking to the bus or walking out of the locker rooms, but there was such a security presence. They would not even let us stay in the stadium and wait for him to come out. Like, everyone had to leave the stadium before the team came out to go to the bus. And I mean, it makes sense. Like, during the game, somebody ran on the field to try to hug him, and so I can understand the security side, but it was just a shame because it really limited like that personal interaction and that personal connection. Just like really showed the impact that Messi is having on the league. But again, it's not all positives. He's such a big draw that obviously the ticket prices have been absurd, has limited like the opportunity for the average fan to go see him. I don't know how we solve that. I don't know how we fix it because people are willing to pay it. Not only that, but the MLS, in order to pay Messi and get him over here, part of it was with this new Apple TV deal. So all these games are behind the paywall of Apple TV. It really creates more friction. It creates more of a barrier for the average fan, the average kid in the US to like see him play. And because of the financial side of the game now, I really worry about the impact that Messi will have because I don't think it's as accessible as I would like him to be. So my question is, and what we'll wait and see is like, does Messi's arrival actually improve the level of US soccer in general and in the MLS? And what will his legacy be on a cultural level in the United States? Will he create more fans? Will he create more moments that young American kids wish to emulate and that inspire them and motivate them to play soccer so we can continue to grow this game in the US? That's my hope. We'll see, but regardless, it was an amazing experience, one I'm very appreciative of, and it is a fact now that Lionel Messi, arguably the greatest footballer of all time, now has a direct link and connection to my hometown of Philadelphia's soccer history, and that's a very special thing.
I think he's gotten so many people to love the game. To have a chance to see him in your backyard, that's surreal.
So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. I would love to see you guys in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about Messi's impact in the US, and also check out some of my other videos. I've been around the world experiencing football this year, not only at Union games in Philadelphia, but give a like. That's huge. If you've got a friend who you want to share this with, please share it and send it over to them. That would be awesome. And subscribe so you can see more videos, guys. So appreciate it very much, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.